Hello guys, welcome to the class. So in the previous videos we discussed about parameter passings, like we are passing values and we are passing the address, right? And here we are going to discuss about passing arrays to function. That is, we are going to pass arrays as parameters to functions. How we can pass arrays to function, and if you are passing arrays to function, how it works, okay, how we can access the elements of arrays. If you are passing the entire array as a parameter, how we can access the elements that is present inside the array. So that is what we are going to discuss here. And here we are passing array as parameters without specifying the size of the array. Okay, that is how we are passing the array as a parameter. And if you look at the example, and we have a function declaration. The function is of integer return type. The function name is add num, and inside this function we have a parameter which is an array here. Okay, so here we are using array variable of type integer. And if you see the array variable here, we are not specifying any size of this array, right? Without specifying the size of the array, here we are using this array parameter. Okay, array as a parameter. And coming to the main function, inside main function, here we have one more array declaration of size 5. And then coming to this declaration statement, that is, we are declaring a variable, one more variable called I, and we will discuss why we are declaring this variable I and this array. Then coming to the next printf statement, here we are going to enter array elements. That is, for this array we are going to enter the elements. And how many elements we can enter? We can enter totally 5 elements. And for entering the elements, we are using this for loop, because if you are using one dimensional array, you have to use one for loop for either reading the elements or for either displaying the elements. And here you are going to read the elements from console window, right? So we are using this for loop, and inside this for loop we are using this variable called I. That is why we have declared a variable here. Even though, either you can declare the variable here, or even you can declare the variable straight away here, that is int I is equal to 0. We can give in that way also, right? So starting with the for loop, we have a condition I is equal to 0, because always the index value starts from 0 and it is less than the size of the array, so it is I less than 5. Then we have to increment the value of I every time in order to point to the next element of an array. And in scanf statement, we are going to receive an integer type of value, because the array has integer data type, so we are going to receive integer type of value, and we are specifying %d. And here, as we are going to get the value for the array, so here I am specifying ampersand array. And for the index value, I am taking I, because we have to get values from 0 to 4, index value 0 to 4. So this will take the value from this for loop, right? So the loop will get executed and all the 5 elements are entered as input to this array. Now some 5 elements are entered as input to this array. After this statement, we have a printf statement, and this printf statement is used to print the sum is. So what we are going to do here, we are going to sum the elements of array. Okay, we are going to sum all the elements of an array. And where you are going to perform this addition, you are going to perform this addition inside a function, and this is what a function definition is. So here we have a function declaration, and here is the function definition. And where is the function call? We are using the function call directly in the printf statement, right? So the sum is the result of the sum will be taken from this function call. So now what happens after seeing this function call, the control moves to this function definition directly. And if you look at the parameter inside this function call, we are passing this array as a parameter. That is, this array. This array is passed as a parameter to this function call. And if you see here how we are passing the array, without specifying the index, without specifying the subscript, just we are specifying the name of the array. So this means that we are passing the address of the first element of an array. We have already seen this is similar to array of 0, which is equal to the memory location. For example, let us consider the memory location of this array of 0th element is 5000, so which is equal to array. So all these 3 are equal, specifying the address or specifying array of 0 are directly specifying the name array. So this means that we are passing the address, or we are pointing to the first element of the array. That is, we are passing the address here. Okay, so in this parameter also, what you are doing by specifying this name of the array, simply you are passing the base address of the array. What is the base address? The base address is the address of first element of an array. That is the address of the element that is present at the 0th index of the array. So here we are passing the base address. So what type of parameter passing it is using? It is using pass by reference, because we are passing the address here. So it uses pass by reference, and here the address of first element is passed, and this will be given as the parameter to this function definition. Now what is the function definition? We have int add num, and here we have integer type of array, and now this array is actually holding this the values of this array. Okay, because we have passed the base address of this array. So now all the elements of this array will be in this array. Now we are going to perform sum of the elements inside this array, right? So for performing sum of n elements, we have already seen an example. First we should declare a variable, and that variable should be initialized to 0. Okay, then we have to use a for loop for performing the addition here, and the index value starts from 0 to 4. So inside this for loop we have the formula for performing sum of elements of an array. That is, sum is equal to sum plus the array name with index value. First it will take the first element, that is at 0th index value. Then after this for loop gets executed, and then which will take the value present at the first position, and then it will take the value from second position, third position. In the same way it goes on up to fourth position value, and if it will perform the sum of all the elements here. Okay, by this formula. After finding the sum, now we have to return the sum, because here the return type we are using is int. So this will return the value of sum. If it returns the value of sum, where the value will be? The value will be passed here, right? So the value will be passed here as the result. Now it will print the sum is. So the result will be printed here, right? After adding all the elements, the result will be printed in this statement directly. So this is how we can pass arrays to function. So when you are passing arrays to function, it means that you are passing a reference to the function. Okay, it is a pass by reference method.